Good evening, folks. Well, I've been out on the road. Haven't had a chance to respond to some of the things going on recently. But I've been ecstatic to hear that Congress finally stood up against Obama and his anti-gun lobbying effort. You know, they keep talking about the big lobbying effort, the gun lobbyists. Well, if the liberals would open their eyes, they would see the gun lobbyists in America is America. Except for maybe the few liberals out there, even Democrats as well as Republicans love to hunt, they love to shoot, and more importantly, they understand that a freedom isn't something that's just given to you, it's a right. And to make a drastic effort, as the anti-gun lobbying movement has, to squash these rights is just downright evil. And they shown that to President Obama and his followers today, or the last couple of days, whenever it happened. Just about the time I was starting to lose some real confidence in Congress, they finally stood up and they rocked the vote. Now, for Obama to say this was a shameful day or something of that nature is very disturbing. Very disturbing. If things would have went his way, it would have been a glorious day for the United States. But it didn't go his way. Which proves my point. This is a tyrannical person. This isn't a person who is involved in what American politics is supposed to be about. This man is definitely a one-sided man. He has no inkling of reaching across the aisle on any issue. When you listen to him in the State of the Union address, it's all about, well, this is what we need to do. I don't understand why you guys can't do this, meaning the Republicans. It's all about President Obama. And the most shameful thing of this gun issue is that he pulled in the victims of the Sandy Hook Elementary people. You know, I really empathize with anybody of a tragedy. I've had tragedies in my own family. I've seen death. I've been in a war. There's nothing funny about somebody getting killed, no matter how they got killed. But you people, you poor people, can't you see that Obama just hooked you right in? He hooked you right in on his political agenda. And for him to say it's not about me is a flat-out lie. Flat-out lie. This is all about President Obama to gain some more keys of power to just turn this country upside down. I really do feel sorry for people and their losses. But please, please rethink this whole thing. See how he just sucked you right in on this deal. And for Gabby Gifford and those others that are victims of shootings, you know, I'm not laughing because you got shot, but evidently Vice President Biden thinks you were mortally shot. It's a good thing for you that he doesn't know what mortally means, I guess, huh? But the whole issue is for you to just go on and on about gun violence. Do you guys even think about that term, gun violence? We just recently had a young man go into a mall, started stabbing people with a knife. A couple days ago, 2 bombs went off in Boston at the marathon. And in that same time period, some nut job is sending poison in letters. No guns, no knives, bombs, poison. Are you people listening when the issue is violence? It's violence. Now, when I see the president and his cohorts attack the real issue of violence, then I'll back him. But it isn't the tool. It's the violence. When we start thinking about how to acknowledge people that are having problems, because a lot of these people aren't born killers. They've had some issues at a young time in their life, just didn't know how to deal with it. And as they got older, they let it boil up and boil up inside, and they just happen to pick the tool that's handiest. Now you're going to say, well, if we eliminate the guns, then they wouldn't have carried out their crime. Baloney. Evidently, the guys that wanted to kill a bunch of people in the Boston Marathon could have done it with a lot of large capacity magazines. They could have killed a lot more people than they actually did. But they didn't. They used bombs. So people, get off of the guns. You're way out in left field with the guns. You just don't understand. It's violence. It's mental problems that boil and boil inside. Okay? The shooter in Texas that went up in a tower, he had a brain tumor. Okay? It wasn't the gun. The guy had some real serious physical mental problems. Okay? There's people out there that are raping women and killing them. They do it with a cord. They strangle them. You know? They use knives. But see, you don't see the Obama left-wing anti-gun lobby talk about that. Because they know it's all about violence. So people, we sympathize with you. All of America sympathizes with people with their loss. Nobody wants to see young children die. But I would ask the people from Sandy Hook, people from Newtown, do you have any sympathy for the 56 million babies that never got to go to school? Never got to see a birthday party? Never got to live to be the age of 6? Or a little older? Let's put our priorities in place. And for people like President Obama, I say shame on you. Shame on you for telling Congress, the people's representatives that voted for us and voted for American conscience and for the rights that Americans have and voted for the Constitution. I say shame on you, Mr. President, for calling them down, for doing what they were supposed to do. Now, if we can turn this abortion thing around and subside this gay agenda, leave those people alone, But don't allow them to keep attacking us. Don't allow them to keep forcing their agenda on us. We can do this. We'll get this country back in order. And this I say with God bless America, God bless the Congress, and that's everybody, Democrat and Republican alike. God bless you all. And this is the last free American out.